What's up, Deuterinos? And welcome to Game Addicts Play Mass Effect 2. This game is very important to me, Brando. And I'll never forget when this game came out. Mass Effect 1 is so important for this game to be so important. Mass Effect 1 was the first game in the new generation at that time, the Xbox 360, PS3. I had a PS3, and my buddy Rob had gotten an Xbox 360 from his cousin. And I remember, and I shared this story at the very beginning of the first Mass Effect, but if you haven't heard this, then please bear with me for a second. I was in the mood for KOTOR. It's Knights of the Old Republic, also made by BioWare. So I was watching some videos on YouTube, and the recommended Mass Effect a Mass Effect video popped up, and I'm like, I remember that game coming out. I remember seeing something about that, but I didn't have an Xbox, so I didn't care. You know, it is what it was. I clicked on it, and it was like talking. It was like that making a feature that comes with the collector's edition of the first Mass Effect, and it's talking about the dialogue wheel, and I'm like, I saw that and was like, whoa. All right. So Rob had a 360. I picked up the first Mass Effect on clearance about a year after it came out, when Circuit City was closing, and I played through it, loved it. So when I heard there was a 2, I'm like, day one. So I pre-ordered it, and I pre-ordered the collector's edition, which I have, and of course I haven't gotten rid of any of my Mass Effect stuff, and I probably never will. It means a lot to me. But I remember going and picking that up after work, going over to my local GameStop, or the Devil's Playground, as we tend to call it here on the podcast. And I had it paid off. It was 100%. I had to go pick it up. I also had some DLC stuff, on it was on the receipt or whatever, for pre-ordering at GameStop. I also had DLC stuff from Dr. Pepper. They were doing, EA was doing a thing with Dr. Pepper. Of course, EA bought BioWare while they were making Mass Effect 2. So Mass Effect 1 was developed in conjunction with Microsoft Game Studios, now Xbox Game Studios. So it was exclusive to the first Xbox, not the first Xbox. It was exclusive to the Xbox 360, and then after 5 years, it eventually went over to PS3. But it was also like it was a console exclusive because it was on the PC as well. So, of course, I got it on the 360. I actually bought my own 360 eventually because Rob's was dying. Probably my fault because I played a lot of Mass Effect. We were on separate shifts, so like I would just go into his room and just play his 360 and sit there on like this little rocking game chair that we had, and just sit on the floor, sit in front of his massive TV, and just play Mass Effect 1. And then when Mass Effect 2 came out, instantly came home, checked out all the stuff I had, because of course I got some DLC with the collectors. I think I got like the Cerberus thing pack or whatever, so you got like an extra character. Eventually I got all the DLC for the game. And I remember just installing the discs because I'm not going to risk my 360 having a problem. I think mine wouldn't have had a problem. Some of those models did rendering after a while. The model I got was still the old style of 360, but with a better chipset or whatever. Well, like whatever that was. And this was the very second game, pretty much, in my entire history of being with my wife, where I told her pretty much to leave me alone. I'm going to go back every day after work, sit there in the dark in our bedroom, and play Mass Effect 2 until it's done. I had a roommate who was itching to play it, and he wanted to play it while I was at work, and I didn't want to come home and see him in the living room, which, yeah, unfortunately, this wasn't my buddy Rob. This was another roommate we had. Batman Arkham Asylum and Infamous both had stuff spoiled for me because I saw him play it when I would get home and he'd be in the living room playing. And I didn't want that to happen in this game. So I said, this is 2 discs. Apparently, at some point you have to switch to disc 2, right? So I'm like, when I get to disc 2, you can start disc 1. And this game is weird because you play so much in disc 2, and then you got to switch back to disc 1. So I said, when I'm ready for it, I want it back. And thankfully, that whole switching discs thing is like, once you switch back to disc 1, you're in the end game. You're at the end. So I beat it, gave it back to him, and then let him finish the game before I started another playthrough. And yeah, this game's Mass Effect 2 is very special to me. It's the best in the series, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinions. And by far, 110%. This game's in my top 5, top 3 even. And I'm about ready to launch the game. I am actually going to double check and make sure I have all the DLC. I should. Yeah. Pretty much. Yep, all right. We're going to go ahead and launch the game. And I'll put it up here on the screen in just a few momentos. Take that off. And the good old Xbox 360. Sound isn't on yet. There we go. My camera's all messed up. There we go. I think that's better. Yeah. Getting to this screen. That music. I'm like, I remember just sitting here like not wanting to press start as I was just like, this is a different feel altogether from the beginning of the first game. Connecting to Cerberus Network. I wonder if it will. This is the first time playing this on the Xbox One, by the way, but with a back and pat. New content. Look at that. Genesis. 50-minute interactive story lets you make the key choices of Mass Effect 1. Will allow you to have the choices reflected in Mass Effect 2. That is something that was awesome because Mass Effect 2 did go to the PS3 a year after launch. Mass Effect 1 was not there. So they created this little interactive comic for you to play if you had it on the PS3, and then they released it on the 360 as well in case you didn't have the first one or didn't want to, because the gameplay in the first game does not age very well, even back then. What else we have? Arrival, that's the last DLC. That one makes sense to complete after you beat the game. 100, because that Arrival DLC actually leads right into why Shepard is where he is at the beginning of 3. Alternate appearance pack, Tali Miranda, and then the Shadow Broker, the best DLC of all time. But a new game, import any one character. Hopefully, I don't have any glitches. Chuck Shepard! Chuck! Shepard. All right, level 50 because I didn't do a double playthrough. Heard something. That was a little glitchy. Combat normal. Yeah, normal. I don't feel that confident. I have beat Mass Effect 2 on veteran before. I'm not that hardcore or insane. And the Arrival DLC on veteran is hard. That made me cuss because you're by yourself. So anyway, name Chuck Shepard, rank 50, military specialization soldier. We will be respecking in this game. Psychological profile, follow the Paragon path, even though I was pretty much equally both. And I made a lot of renegade choices, but in the end, I was more on the Paragon side. Rex survived the mission of Vermeer. I was able to talk him down. Missing in action? No, he was killed in action. Caden Alenko is dead because we romanced Ashley in this one. Council was saved by the commander during the attack on the Citadel.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for. Saving the Citadel, even saving the Council. Humanity has the trust of the entire galaxy. And still, it's not enough.
Our sacrifices have earned the Council's gratitude, but Shepard remains our best hope.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Citadel, the Galactic community struggles to rebuild. The Alliance fleet made a tremendous sacrifice to save the Citadel Council and earned humanity's membership in their prestigious group. Now the Council is forced to respond to evidence that the Reapers, enormous machines that eradicated all life. I cannot read it all. Pause the video if you want to go back and read it all. There she is.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a geth ship could possibly...
It's not the geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down! Multiple hull breaches! Weapons offline! Somebody get that fire out!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
And just like the first game, we're right in the... This time we're right into the action, though. It was like, oh, here we go.
I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He's won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll take care of Joker.
Commander,
Ashley, go. Now.
aye aye. Everybody in. Go, go, go!
Not good. Alright, so we're all the way in the back here. Where in the heck are those escape pods?
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy. Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Love the effect of just the quiet. The intense music calms down. All you can hear is just breathing. The faint echoes. I remember seeing this for the first time and thinking, what are they doing to my ship? Like Captain Jack Sparrow. Quit blowing holes in my ship!
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's dead. Just like us, we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to... Oh no.
Coming back around.
Coming around for another attack. Watch the arm.
I remember seeing that and was just gutted. Like, what now? But we have the technology.
Commander Shepard has been recovered.
We can rebuild.
The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
I've actually had the game freeze in this exact screen before, so crossing fingers. Ah! Yeah, cloud. Yeah. My dude had a scar. They fixed it. We are going to respec. So now they kind of tell you you get weapon training, or power training, adrenaline rush, concussive shot, weapon training. You get assault rifle, shotgun, sniper rifle, heavy pistol. You get incendiary, cryo ammo, and disruptor ammo. We are going to go with sentinel. We're going to heavy pistol and a submachine gun. We can get a subspecialization later. But unlike the first game where you have a bunch of different weapons you can choose from at all times, this isn't really like that. So, yeah. And my achievements, because I've beat this game many times before, I get a bonus power right off the bat. So, I usually don't do any sort of fortification or shield boosts or anything like that in this game. Warp ammo is really good. As is energy drain. You can also respec this later too. So, with a Sentinel, I'm going to get, I do believe I get Warp and Overload. And Energy Drain is going to help with shields, but also refill my own. So, we'll go with Energy Drain. So, not only did they rebuild him, he knows powers now. Rebuild him exactly as he was. Oh, crap. Yeah, we did that. Absolutely. 110,000%.
Something's wrong.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Okay, Spike Spiegel.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Steps pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a
That's
clip
the
from...
importing,
Damn it,
all that
those
stuff that I
canisters
did
by the door are going to blow.
for
Get
the
behind
Renegade
cover
Paragon.
now. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast.
Very different here. So starting off, you can see we got a little bit of a head start with the Paragon and Renegade at the bottom. And then we got 4 points that we have throw. I don't want throw. Thankfully we can change that. Definitely want warp, and I don't want tech armor either. Do you want this? unlock warp. We'll do that. Menu's a little different. We have no more items. So there's one less thing. So, gameplay's a little different.
Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
And now we have ammo.
Looks like they set up a barricade to try. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles. Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your. Don't take any chances. Stay in cover while you take. Count those mechs. Nice work, Shepard.
Yeah. So as you can see, the gameplay in general feels very different.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Keep going, dude.
More reinforcements. Here
Got a
come the
grenade
mechs.
launcher.
Use the grenade.
We've been spotted.
Take the elevator down one floor. Hurry! Get to the door. Run!
What I did. I ran and he.
Doing fine, Shep. Head to the next room and I'll try to beat you. Shep,
Okay.
free me. I've got them closing in on my position.
Okay. You do that. That didn't work. So, we got new mini games. We have to match the circuits.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far.
4 billion.
But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Yeah, me too.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Oh, man.
Target down! Tag!
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
I'm having some trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Positioning!
System units are offline. All services have engaged.
Falling back. Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Just funny, he's like nonchalantly talking, and with the headphones on, I can hear people just screaming in the background.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Yeah.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
You got it.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
Alright, so we got 4 points for him.
Hostiles detected.
Damn it, Wilson. This room's crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Threat to hostile forces have engaged.
Wilson, find us another...
Oh, God. They found me. Help.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry. They're out of control.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Well then. Let's carry on, shall we?
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Select Unity. So now it's changed how we revive people. Not just... Unity now is just how we heal people. Instead of just using Metagel and using Unity to revive people.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
But she tried to help me.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
You can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
He's got overload. Now we
That's
can
it.
use powers
Let's get
to
out of
interact with the environment.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
That sounds familiar. Why would Cerberus save me?
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
So we have, I believe it's 3 different mini games, you know, for hacking and whatnot. This is one of them. We have to try and find the code segment that lines up. So that'd be that one. And if you touch the X one, the ones with the X, you lose an attempt. We have a certain amount of time to get done with the counter, and each time you do that, like as I said, you get, or as you get that done, then you get credits. But with that timer, the more that it goes down, the credits will start decreasing.
System damage.
Really digging that loud beep. No, not that one. That one. Then it's that one. Oh no, running out of time. That one. Whew. Safe. That one. These are pretty easy with the circuits because you can kind of line it up and visualize it before you even do it.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Well, there you go. Alright, let's get out of here.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Boom.
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Yeah, you caught him in a lie earlier. Kinda.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and led troops during some heavy fighting, most notably on Torfin. Do you remember taking on some Batarian slavers?
Most of my squad died in that fighting. They called me the Butcher of Torfin. I wish there'd been another way.
You got the job done. That's all that matters. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I can just say nope.
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
Shepard, think back to the Citadel, after the Alliance saved the Destiny Ascension and you killed Saren. What happened next?
So it's offering me a chance to kind of change that. But no, Anderson.
Humanity was offered a spot on the Council. I recommended Captain Anderson for the position.
Yes, Captain Anderson is now Counselor Anderson. Though from what I hear, he preferred life in the military.
Still, good to know that the human council member isn't going to put politics ahead of defense.
Your memory seems solid. There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
But... Wait. Thought she was drinking coffee for a second. So we can customize our gear here. Your casual appearance, you got a couple different ones. More professional. Basically kind of like the serviceman outfit. And then pirate. Wait, for armor, we've already have some armor unlocked from DLC stuff. So we have Cerberus Assault Armor. It's pretty cool. You get some perks with that as well. Heavy weapon ammo capacity increase, shields and health all by 10. But the helmet doesn't come off unless I think you can maybe set it to come off for conversation. But I just don't dig it comparative to the regular in 7. Collector armor, spoiler. Again, some more bonuses there. 10% for storm speed for my running, regen, and then health by 20. It's pretty cool, but weird. Terminus armor. I like this armor. This armor looks awesome. You get increased storm speed by 10, shields by 15, all weapons reserve ammo by 10%. It's pretty cool looking, but you know, it's definitely roguish. And then the Inferno armor, which looks like a red subsidiary of the Cerberus armor. Negotiation bonus, tech and biotic power by 10. So we're gonna keep with the regular. And of course, you have some other stuff. We have the N7 helmet, or the regular helmet. We have the breather helmet. We have Sentry interface. So some of these were unlocked with the Dr. Pepper stuff. That weird helmet. It's pretty much like it just blocks off all your view and gives you like a VR look. That one and that one is sort of the same deal. It's like you just can't see out. You have like a heads-up display. Regular chest plate, The Kestrel Torso. Again, all these offer some perks. That's it. Shoulder guards, Kestrel guards, gauntlets, Kestrel gauntlets, greaves. Those. Then you can change the material. Kind of like the look of it. You can change the tints, colors. Do all sorts of cool stuff. Put patterns on there. Change the color of his stripe. Keep that the same for now. Going down here, we're going to talk to the elusive man.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
And what exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one man, one very specific man, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You're not my friend. Skip the pleasantries, not bad.
I noticed a few upgrades.
Yeah.
I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
We tried to keep you as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
What do you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Level up. So we got some codex entries, we got some levels. We got 2. It's gonna unlock overload for me.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
For someone who spent 2 years putting me back together, you don't seem real fond of me.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just agreed to work with him. I still don't trust him.
Do you trust me, Commander?
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. Oh. So this happens now at the end of missions where you get like a summary of things that you get, credits, levels gained, all that kind of stuff.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. We've got no target to go after.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Note, there's no Mako. We're not driving around. So we're running with Shuriken machine gun pistol. Learn a couple of things. She can learn a couple as well. So she's a sentinel just like me. No, I didn't. There. Come on, I want to change which one's mapped to Y. Armor slow down my okay. I know in Mass Effect 3 the tech armor slows down your recharge. I don't think that does it in this one.
So. Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle. Going to cover!
Going to ground!
Strange. Security systems were disabled in the other colonies.
Attention right!
Firing.
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
Hostile forces have engaged. Backup systems
Going to cover!
Right!
Hostile forces have engaged.
Yeah, flush.
Regaining power.
Mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Alright, so what I am gonna do, I am gonna move that to RB. $2,000 credits.
Incoming!
Warning, attack exceeds investment systems.
Warriors.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
Cerberus rebuilt me, but I'm not taking their orders. We can discuss the specifics once I know why you're here.
One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Everyone else is dead. What makes you think Vitor survived?
We saw him when we landed.
You saw him? Then why isn't he with you already?
Vitor was injured, and he was always, nervous.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Alright. First old squad mate that we've run into, Tali.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
I personally didn't use Tali too much in the first game, and I never really have.
Draw right!
Subdue and suppress.
Ah! We're still alive. Alright. Hey! Right on.
Use overload on him.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor
did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover.
That. Dang.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Alright. So first off,
Overload will take out their shield.
crap.
Here we go.
Got it.
Watch out!
Take a quick look around first before we wrap everything up.
I'll take it.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's
Copy.
probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will protect. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you could convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, records sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night. It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
And with that, we're back in action. Ship's seen an upgrade. Shepard's seen an upgrade. Joker's back. Getting the band back together.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, a Salarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
AI.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Got the galaxy map just like before. Got a private terminal now. We get emails. We could go and select everybody's weapons and stay, and we change our own out. We have a much faster elevator, or at least one that has load screens. We get our own quarters this time. Well, I mean, we had it before, but now there's actually stuff in there to do. And we can get fish. Tech lab, we unlock that when we get Morden. Lots of new stuff. A lot more of the ship to see. And we are going to do that next time on Dragon Ball Z. No, this is going to wrap up the very first part of Game Addicts Play Mass Effect 2. Thank you guys for joining us, joining me in my quest to play through the Mass Effect series here on our YouTube channel. Of course, we completed 1, now we're starting on 2. 2 is my favorite by far, top 3 for me of all time, games of all time. So until next time, I've been Brando. See you later and game on. Have a good one, guys. Later.